Wow, I am so on a roll today. It's like my fourth video, fifth, who knows? I'm not keeping track. I just know I have a lot on my mind and I want to outlet it, so here it is. Um, on the drive home, I was thinking about um, why I feel compelled to go in the opposite direction of the masses. You ever thought about that? You ever thought, why am I inclined to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing? Like, don't get me wrong, like in a work dynamic, like I will go with the flow in order to keep harmony and, how do I say, balance, to balance and harmonize all the different personalities around me so that we can reach that common goal. But as far as beyond that, in my personal life, I've always been going in the opposite direction of everyone else. I've always been kind of like dancing to the beat of my own drum. I was thinking, why do I do that? Why? I know why. I figured it out. Long story short, and this is like a stupid story. I guess, it's not a stupid story, it's a stupid example. But I'm trying to get it out of me. I have to attend a funeral soon. And the last time I attended a funeral for a really good friend of mine, I did not dress in the typical black. This is just one example, yeah? In fact, I dressed in like, I don't know, like terracotta brown tones and made my hair, I don't know if you've seen my hair in my other videos. My hair is pretty wild, but it was like all crazy, and I go to this funeral and, most people are coming black and I'm just like in like some happy colors, And so this next funeral that I need to attend, I don't like to use labels, but yeah, okay. My partner, my boyfriend, he's very traditional and he's very, he adheres to social standards. And he's like, we're going to go to this funeral and I need you to dress all in black, okay? And I looked at him and I'm like, why? I have to question everything. I'm like, why? Why do I have to dress in black? I'm like, I know, like, it's a funeral, but instead of like being so dreary and like morose, why don't we like, celebrate this particular like transition in life? Because death and life are basically the same thing. You know what I mean? Like in death, I don't know if this is coming out right, man. I hope I don't offend anyone, seriously. But for me, like, like when somebody passes on, you should celebrate their life. Celebrate like them, celebrate what you had with them while they were here, and then just kind of like, like release them in a really like peaceful and, I don't know, like, do you get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I wouldn't want someone to come to my funeral and be all dressed in black and just all dreary and sad. Like, I understand why people, like, do that. But for me, like, it should be a celebration of life. Like, celebrating this person and, their accomplishments and what they meant to us. And then, just kind of wishing them on to the next in peace, So I was just like, why do I have to wear black? Why can't I just like wear what I want to wear? And he was kind of like ticked off about it. He's like, oh my God, why do you always do that? And I'm like, I don't know why I always do that. And then, I started thinking about it, like, why do I do that? And it's because I don't like having to do what is socially acceptable, especially if they're making me do something I don't want to do, especially when they're, because okay, if you're doing what everyone else wants you to do, then you're not being who you are, and they're not accepting you as you are. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why I've always like been a little hard-headed in that realm. Like I want to just do and be who I am, and then if you accept me, then that's great. If not, then I'm moving it along. You know what I mean? And same, applies to the person in front of me. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and you don't have to drink. And in the same respect, that applies to the person in front of me. It's not even personal. I'm not trying to be offensive. It's just I don't like the idea of someone telling me how to be, how to act, how to dress. I want to do what I want to do. If I want to wear freaking bright rainbow sparkly colors, then I'm going to do that, That's why, like, it's so funny. I make jokes all the time. I'm sorry. I notice I also play with my hair a lot. I don't know why I do that. It could be a nervous tick. Who knows? But, yeah, like, I always make jokes. Like, if I was, like, wealthy, like, dirt, like, rich, I would hella dress, like, not rich. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? Like, I do the opposite. Like, I wouldn't flash fancy cars or big mansions. I would just like dress like super down to earth, borderline homeless looking, just to like throw people off, I don't know, yeah. I guess that's why I don't like following social norms, and that's why I go to the beat of my own drummer, and I like to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. And it's not being arrogant, it's not being selfish, it's not being egoistical. It's just I don't want to dilute myself in order to make someone else feel comfortable, because I've been doing it most of my life, And I think people, like, they socially conform. I made a video on this. It's because they want to be accepted. They don't want to be rejected. They want to be accepted, and so they dilute themselves in order to fit into a particular mold, in order to, like, be accepted and not rock the boat. And I'm not trying to rock the boat, but I'm trying to be me, and if that's going to rock the boat or create motion in the ocean, then that's what it is, you know what I mean? And maybe that's what INFJs are. We're like freaking rebels, and we just do what we want, I think we're covert rebels, and I made a video on that too. It's like, we don't want to cause discord or disharmony or conflict, but at the same time, we do not want to, sacrifice or negate who we are and our essence. We want to bring who we are to the table with little to no conflict. You know what I'm saying? No, it's funny. So my boyfriend's super traditional, and he doesn't like to draw attention to himself. I don't like to draw attention to myself either, but at the same time, I also want to be free to express myself in every way, like, and I don't really care if people like it or not. You either like it or you don't. I really don't care. Yeah. I've gotten beyond that, and I'm not gonna go out of my way to like make you feel weird. I just feel like if you feel weird, it's because you have something going on internally that you haven't attended to yet. If something I do, or there's something in me that you see that makes you uncomfortable, it's probably because there's something within you that needs attending to. You know what I mean? If you're being triggered. Yeah, man. Tomato, tomato, man. Everybody just do what you want. Be who you want to be. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's why we're here. INFJs, we're here to be who we are, do what we do, and give people the permission to do the same, you know? Anyways, I don't know if I made sense. And I know the funeral analogy might have been inappropriate, but that's what was on my mind. So that's what it is. Anyhow, you have a beautiful day, and be yourself. Always. And the people who love you, they'll accept you. And the people who don't like you, or you trigger something in them, well, then they need to attend to that within themselves, you know. There's like a Dr. Seuss quote along that lines, like, those who matter won't mind, and those who don't matter, no, that's not it, but you get what I'm saying. Shucks, so that's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to look it up now. Hold on. Okay, got it. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Thank you, Dr. Seuss, for your wisdom and knowledge. Anyhow, yeah, just keep being who you are, man. And the people who matter won't mind. Anyways, blessings to one and all. Have a beautiful day. I'm like on a high right now. I think it's because I just came back from nature. Seriously, I just feel so good. So good. I'm ready to rock it tomorrow. And socialize and be extroverted, even though I'm not really extroverted. I'm fully ambivert. But I'm true introvert. Does that make sense? See, that's what I mean. We can't be put into boxes. We can't be categorized, because we're freaking all over the place. You know what I mean? We're not just like stuck in one particular mindset. We just kind of like do what we need to do in the moment. Yes. Anyways, I'm going to end it. I talked too much. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. And if you didn't, cool. If you did, that's cool too. You have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day or night. Amen.